Hello, everybody, and welcome to Plot Unknown. Before we go ahead and get started with today's episode, I just wanted to let you guys know that today's show is brought to you by Audible. So Audible is offering our listeners a free audiobook with a 30-day trial membership. All you need to do to go ahead and get started in listening is go to audibletrial.com/plot and go ahead and browse the unmatched selection of audio programs. Again, all you need to do to go ahead and start listening on your commute or during work or whatever is go ahead and go to audibletrial.com/plot.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Plot Unknown. My name's Melissa.
And my name is Luke.
And this week you're listening to the episode Is For Uptown Girls.
I know that song.
Uptown Girl.
She
been living in her uptown
world. Yeah, I know that.
You know why I know that song so well?
Why?
Take a guess. Come on, you know.
Glee.
Yep. The Dalton Academy Warblers.
Yikes.
Listen, 5 years of my life were spent on Tumblr, obsessed with Glee. So I'm going to fucking mention it every now and again. Anyway, we're watching Uptown Girls because I have found, along with the letter Q, that I've never seen most of those movies. Thankfully, I've seen, it was either this movie or a really, really shitty rom-com.
What was the rom-com called?
I want to say, oh, fuck. It had, Katherine Heigl in it. And Gerard Butler. I think it was called Up in the Air.
Don't know.
I don't know. But we're going to watch a chick flick. Because this is like one of those movies that everyone always loves. I don't think it's going to be like an artsy movie. But
right.
It's like a heartwarming chick flick.
So do you think I'll enjoy it?
Well, I feel like you enjoy chick flicks. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't seen this movie in a really long time. So we'll both hopefully enjoy it. I don't think it's going to be bad, but it's not going to be like the greatest movie we've ever seen.
Okay.
But let's go for it. Everybody loves a good chick flick.
Yeah, that's true. We haven't had one of those yet.
Exactly. That's why I was like, we've all done either really artsy movies or really well-known cult classics. And now I'm just like, let's just watch a chick flick. Let's just sit down, get cozy. It's a cold day. Fun. Yeah, dude, let's drink some hot chocolate, eat some chicken, and watch some Uptown Girls.
That sounds great.
It's a really weird combination, but Luke wants Chick-fil-A, so.
Give him the spiel.
Okay, so what this podcast is, it's Plot Unknown. That means that we don't know plots. So every week we go A to Z, we switch off. So last week Luke had T, and I had never seen Texas Chainsaw. And this week I have you, and he's never seen Uptown Girls. So he takes 5 minutes, and he writes a plot about what he thinks the movie is about, having never seen it. Mostly, yeah, just made up. He'll go off of the title itself and then some actors. Like this movie, I think, stars Brittany Murphy and, once again, a young Dakota Fanning. So, he'll write that plot. We'll come back. He'll talk about it, and then we'll watch the movie and then discuss, and that's it. Is that fast enough for you, Luke?
Roll the clip.
Roll the clip.
Oh my God. You're my new nanny? Hi, Lorraine. It's Ray. Nobody calls me Lorraine.
I've written a plot. Before we get to it, we didn't mention our producer is not here today.
I was just thinking that when you were writing that plot. I was like, Sam's not here.
Yeah, we don't have a producer. I'm back in the studio producing.
I guess. We're a very mobile podcast. We have to move back and forth due to our busy schedules. So yes. We are at my house this week where Sam is not. So
sorry, brother.
Sorry. Next week he'll be here probably.
All right, you want the rundown?
I'd love a rundown.
All right.
Give me the plot.
Uptown Girl.
Yeah.
New York City.
Girls. Uptown Girls.
Uptown Girls?
Yeah.
Okay. New York City. A young 20-year-old Brittany Murphy is a single mother working a diner job.
Okay.
Wait, how old is she?
I don't know.
I don't either. I don't know.
You think she's 20 and has a kid?
I have fucking no idea who Brittany Murphy is. I'm not going to lie to you, so.
Okay. I think it's Brittany Murphy. Fuck. I'm going to be upset if I'm wrong.
Her young daughter is Dakota Fanning, and her father is out of the picture. So, who knows? Just gone. She's a single mother. That's all that matters.
Okay.
She meets a 35-year-old man and falls in love.
Sold.
It takes some time for him to get used to Dakota, but he eventually warms up to her. However, She isn't into the whole idea of her mother dating anyone. So she tries to sabotage their relationship, and it works. However, after seeing how distraught her mother is over losing the love of her life, she does all that she can to make the boyfriend come back. In the end, they embrace and live happily ever after. I tried to just write a generic rom-com plot.
I was about to say, that sounds like so many movies I've heard before.
I figure if I go general with the rom-com, it'll probably be right.
Oh, this isn't a rom-com, though.
Oh, fuck. You're right. I totally forgot.
Yeah, that's all right. I don't think it's a rom-com. It's just like a regular chick flick. It's about the two main characters are girls.
Chick flick, rom-com.
No, they're different.
Similar thing.
No. Mm-mm.
One falls under the other's genre.
Sometimes. Anyway, okay. Is that your final answer? Is that your final plot? You want to write it again? I'm not going to let you write it again.
Is that...
What?
Is that Jeopardy that does Is That Your Final Answer? Or is that... no, that's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Yeah, it is.
Is that
Regis
your
Philbin.
Final answer.
Regis Philbin.
Yep. Who hosted The Weakest Link? What lady was that?
You are the weakest. Oh
You
my God.
are the weakest link.
Goodbye. Oh my God. Oh my God. What's her name?
This podcast is in tribute to her, alive or not.
Okay.
This one goes out to you,
I don't know.
weakest link host.
I want to say Courtney, but I don't think that's right.
It was an old lady, not old
I don't
lady,
think
but
she's
it was
dead,
it
though.
was like a veteran lady.
Oh my God.
Not veteran.
I can see her. Wasn't she like a talk show host? It doesn't matter. This doesn't matter.
It's staying in.
We'll figure out. Yeah, we'll figure it out. And
We'll come let you know.
We'll let you know after we watch the movie.
All right, I'm gonna go get some chicken. We're gonna watch this film.
Let's do it.
Goodbye.
Uptown Girls.
You call that taking it well? Do you know what etage your daughter's at in ballet, Mrs. Schlein? Or that she was banned from her science class for stealing a formaldehyde pig so that she could give it a proper burial in Central Park. And the tea set you got her, it's exquisite and beautiful. But do you know how she likes to have her tea? How many lumps? 1 lump, 2, cream, sugar?
And the point of your little tirade is?
That you're right. You don't know what goes on between me and Ray. Because you don't know very much about your own daughter.
Before we return you to today's program, we just want to remind you that today's show is brought to you by Audible. Audible is offering our listeners a free audiobook with a 30-day trial membership. Just go to audibletrial.com/plot and browse the unmatched selection of audio programs. Download a title free today and start listening. It's that easy. Go to audibletrial.com/plot to get started today. So why Audible? Audible's content includes an unmatched selection of audiobooks, original shows, news, comedy, and more from the leading audiobook publishers, broadcasters, and entertainers. To give you a little taste of what I'm listening to David Lynch's Catching the Big Fish, Meditation, Consciousness, and Creativity, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm listening to it at work, on my commute, while I'm doing chores, and all that kind of stuff. But you don't have to take my recommendation. That's the beautiful thing about it. With your free book, with your trial membership, you can pick anything in Audible's content libraries and pick that and have that for free. So again, just go ahead and go to audibletrial.com/plot. That is audibletrial.com/plot for your free audiobook. And again, we just want to go ahead and thank Audible once again for sponsoring our show today. And now we're going to go ahead and return you to the show.
Welcome back, everybody. We watched the movie.
No. That was awful. Yeah. We don't know how to intro things, so we're just going to keep that. And you sound dumb, but that's all right.
It can't be any dumber than when we did the hello from...
Hello!
Whatever
From
it's
Mrs.
called.
Doubtfire?
Yeah.
Okay. I have a summary. Would you like to hear it?
I would love to.
A correct summary, for that matter. This is from Lindsay on IMDb. Molly Gunn, the freewheeling daughter of a deceased rock legend, is forced to get a job when her manager steals her money. As nanny for precocious Ray, the ignored daughter of a music executive, she learns what it means to be an adult while teaching Ray how to be a child.
That's a good
to
summary.
the point. I know. It's, very telling.
So I wasn't right, but I think I hit on a couple points. I don't think I got a 0.
What points would you hit on?
They're in New York.
Okay.
I was so close on the age because I said 20, but I wasn't.
How old is she? 19?
She's 22.
Oh, 22.
There's something else that I said that I thought I was kind of close on. She doesn't sabotage their relationship. However, she does do all that she can to make the boyfriend come back, because she brings about on stage at their ballet recital.
I guess.
So I'm gonna give myself like a 2.
Yeah, 2 sounds good.
It's better than the 4 zeros I've gotten.
Yeah, so all the zeros you've gotten in the past few weeks.
Yeah, those have been bad.
All right, 2 sounds good. I'll give you a 2.
Well, what did you think?
I thought it's a cute little chick flick. It really is. Like, I mean, it's not like obviously the greatest movie ever. It's not like a cult classic or like the greatest cinematography film ever, but I mean, it's a good story and it warms your heart, and you know, it's a good movie to sit down and watch for like an hour and a half when you're doing nothing. Also, it was Brittany Murphy. Duh.
Yes.
She's beautiful. She's also
yes.
dead. R.I.P.
Yeah, R.I.P. Yeah, I'm trying to look at so it reminds me of a National Treasure or a Mrs. Doubtfire, because it's an entertaining movie.
Oh yeah. I was like, where are you going with that?
It's entertaining, I think, at its core, like at its face value.
Yeah, like it's
and
not
when
like
you dig deeper, it's it kind of falls apart.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's one of those movies that you can just sit and watch, and you don't have to think like super hard about. You can just like watch it and enjoy it, and just appreciate like the warmth it brings, because there's no like crazy big plot. It's just like a pretty simple plot of like this girl becoming a nanny for this like daughter with OCD who's pretty much ignored, and they kind of find each other and they become like friends with each other, and they bring light in each other's lives.
Yeah. And they kind of teach each other how to grow up.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Dakota Fanning teaches, what's her name, how to grow up. And the other girl, or she teaches Dakota Fanning how to grow
It's
down.
Molly and...
Right. Molly teaches, what's
Ray.
her name?
Ray.
Yeah. Molly teaches Ray how to, like, grow down and be a kid.
Grow down?
But,
yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying.
I know
like,
what you're
she
saying,
teaches
yeah.
her how to, like, have some sort
Fun.
of emotion.
Because, like, Ray, the thing is that, like, Ray has OCD, so she's, like, she only eats certain foods. She like, brings soap with her wherever. She keeps everything,
She's
like,
a
extremely
germaphobe.
neat. Yeah, she's a germaphobe. So, like, and, like, one of the main things is that she's in ballet, and she, like, refuses to, like, do, like, freestyling. She only wants to do, like, precise ballet movements. And so, like, with Molly, she's very like freewheeling and like she always like Ray always calls her like a hippie, and she's just very like open, breezy, and has fun. So like, you know, Molly wants to teach Ray how to have fun, and Ray wants to teach Molly how to grow the fuck up, basically. I like that kind of style. It's different, I think, and having like Dakota Fanning as that character is perfect for her, because she's such a good little actress, and like that's just like she's very grown up, and most of her roles, if you like notice, she's pretty like grown up.
Yeah. Well, she always plays that kid who's grown up.
Yeah, she always plays the kid that's like
Who's
wiser
over
than
her
everybody.
age. Yeah. This is her 3rd appearance in the show.
Yeah, she was in what was she in?
She was in Hide and Seek and
Hide and Seek and I Am Sam.
in I Am Sam. Yes.
And it's both young. I don't even know what she's in now. She was in Twilight.
What?
Yeah, she was in the
Oh, she was the kid.
no.
Yeah.
What kid?
Was it in Breaking Dawn?
No.
When they go to the cult of vampires?
She's not
She's
a
that
kid.
kid.
She's not a kid.
Okay, well she's a
She's a part of like the vampire.
but in like
What are they called?
I don't know.
The
This also is Brittany Murphy's 2nd appearance. We didn't realize until into the movie.
Yeah, she was in Girl Interrupted. I completely forgot. She has brown hair in that movie, so I like forgot.
Yeah.
Also found out that Luke has never seen Clueless.
Nope.
Because Brittany Murphy was also in that movie.
But I think
Nothing. Keep going.
I think that the way I described this movie, where I said that it's good, like it's good entertainment, and then once at its face value, and when you dig deeper, it kind of falls apart. I think that is a really good way to describe this movie, because it is entertaining and it is a nice story. But when you kind of look at the whole pacing of the movie and see how like kind of just all over the place it is,
Yeah.
and how kind of rushed through a lot of the relationships in this movie are, and you kind of start to see what I'm talking about.
Yeah, well, what's the thing is that like, although the movie is only like an hour and a half, it feels so long because they just kind of like, I don't even know what they do. They
The
kind
third act just drags on.
it's just, and it's not like drags on and like, well, maybe to me,
It's
I
it's
don't
not
think it
in a
like
bad way.
Yeah, I don't think it's like dragging on in a bad way. It's just like there's nowhere else the plot can go. So why are you making these like elongated scenes?
Yes,
Like
and
you
it's
can just cut these scenes out and it'll still be as impactful.
yeah, and I think kind of even saying that it drags on is probably a bad way to say it, because like it just, the movie makes you think that it's coming to an end every 20 minutes or every 5 minutes at the third act,
Yeah.
and it just doesn't stop. And then the ending is just really weirdly abrupt.
Yeah, they're at like a ballet recital and then I don't know, Ray's character says something and then like the scene just cuts out.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird. I was like, I even said, I was like, okay.
Yeah, they have her
What?
do a voiceover,
Yeah.
like Kevin Spacey did in American Beauty, and then it just ends, and you're like, oh, okay, cool, that's nice.
Okay.
But so specifically, when I say that this movie like really brushed through a lot of the relationships, I mean, you and I are to this minute still confused by the timeline of Molly and Neil.
Neil, yeah.
With the first time that they like spend
See,
time
that's
together.
the thing, is that the beginning of the movie feels so rushed. Like you don't get the
Yeah.
content that you need to like understand like the backing of some of these relationships, and then the end just like drags on.
Yeah.
Because like the establishing relationship between Molly and Ray is really weird because they meet at a club. This like fucking 8-year-old child meets her at a club, and then her like relationship with Neil, that he like sings her a song at her birthday party, and then they have this like what seems like a night.
But
I guess
it's
it's
clear that it's not a night.
Throughout the movie you kind of get to understand that I guess it's more of like a weekend that they
Yeah.
spend together.
It
It's
feels
weird.
like this movie had an original runtime of like 2.5 hours, and they were like, you got to cut like all of this shit, and they cut an
gotta just-
hour of like the first
beginning.
act gone,
Yeah.
because
No.
who is Ingrid, like what does she do?
She's not important at all. She's supposed to be like Molly's best friend, but
Yeah,
she's just not important.
Turk from Scrubs, like
Huey.
he's just kind of he's a great character,
Yeah.
but
It just gives
until about half, I didn't really connect the fact that he probably like had something to do with his, well, maybe not even had something to do with her father. Like, how did she know him? You
I
know,
think it's just the scene that they're in.
Yeah.
I don't know. They might. I don't know.
it's a lot of that stuff was kind of confusing to me. And then, like we said with Neil, like all of that shit, it just seems like there was something missing. And even with Ray, because with Ray, it was like 2 scenes of them disliking each other, and then immediate after they had that big fight, they're like, all right, cool, we're good.
I don't really agree with that though, because they still like throughout the whole movie, like they still like had like ups and downs. They weren't like buddy. They were still like nanny and kid.
No, I agree that they had their ups and downs and stuff like that, but it just seems like that the initial up of like when they first started liking each other was just really strange. You know,
Yeah.
maybe and
I think the initial hatred was really strange too.
yeah, I do
Because that
too.
didn't make any sense. Well, I guess that's just how Ray is, because
Yeah.
she's just kind of like mad at the world at this point. But
I think that you could pinpoint the initial like liking each other to when Ray flipped Molly off and she like got really stern with her.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe because somebody is showing her discipline and like respect.
exactly, that's
That-
what I thought. You can see a change in her face and Ray's face when that happens.
Yeah. So maybe that's the cause of that.
Yeah.
And I just didn't pick up on it. But I don't know. It's this all of the pacing just seemed so strange. So
Yeah.
strange. But all of the nice, like all of the good parts of this movie, like a lot of the time with Ray and Molly was just great.
Yeah, it's heartwarming is what it is. It's just like
Mhm.
it makes you, because Ray is a girl who like she's 8 years old and she like essentially doesn't have anybody looking after her. Her dad's in a coma and then dies at the end of the film, and her mom is some like music executive that just like fucks random dudes and is at clubs all the time. So she has like no discipline in her life. She has no one to take care of her. So it's nice to see like Molly come in, who's like a lost soul
Who can hardly take care of herself.
yeah, try and take care of an 8-year-old girl who's like light years more mature than she
And
is.
also the polar opposite from what she is.
Yeah, exactly.
Because when Ingrid first walks into her apartment after seeing, like after she and Neil break up or that first time ends or whatever,
the fuck happens.
and she's like, wow, this is way more like crazy than it normally is.
Yeah.
And
Insinuating that
It's-
she's always lived like a kind of
like messy and that kind of stuff. And then when she walks into Ray's room, she's shocked at how orderly it is.
yeah.
That's the first thing she says. So
Yeah,
she's like the antithesis of Molly.
Yeah. Good. Got it out. What else?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I mean, it really is just like, it doesn't.
Yeah, like you said, I don't remember if you said it in the introduction. Like it's not an artistic movie.
No, there are some like really nice shots in that movie though. Like when specifically the one that I remember is when they're at the first of all, the scene where she just gets into Ray's house and there's that weird like zoom out
Does that like
scene.
Shining hallway shot?
Yeah, The Shining. She's like, is this The Shining? Because it's like a really long hallway and like there's like nurses coming in and out. It's just kind of weird. That shot was really cool. And then when they were at when they were at Coney Island, and it did this like crane shot of them and the spinning cups from like up above. It was like looking down on them.
Yeah, and it had I know what you're talking about.
It was like all perfectly symmetrical and
Yeah,
like
that's
set
what I was
up.
trying to say.
Because like the teacups had one.
It was three people in it and three people not in it.
Yeah.
But they were spaced out, so
They were
every
spaced
other
out.
cup had a person.
Yeah, exactly. And they each had like 2 people in it, and it was
Yeah.
just like set up really well. Which is that's the one thing that's so strange is that there's like these 2 like brilliantly like shot and like directed scenes, and then the rest of the movie is just kind of like, meh. Like
you know what? I'm gonna throw the first Coney Island scene in with that group because maybe not when they're getting the hot dog, but like when she's looking for Ray and it's all of these kind of like weird framed shots of her walking around Coney Island.
that's really
those
cool.
look really cool.
Yeah,
But-
because it's going through this deserted amusement park.
Yeah.
So it's like going like throughout all like the I don't know what I'm trying to say.
The rides and all of the walkways and stuff like that. It looks
Yeah.
good. But yeah, I agree with you in that those scenes and then in terms
Yeah.
of like visual stuff.
Yeah, as terms of visually, because it's mostly just kind of like it's set up a lot like a TV show where it's just like shots of the people talking.
You know, yeah, it's like a made for TV movie almost.
Yeah, it's very Hallmarky.
Yeah.
I don't even want to say because Hallmark movies are so bad. This is definitely better than a Hallmark.
But it has
movie.
that vibe.
Yeah, you're right.
Like
It's
I
a
get what
very
you're saying.
TV like you have some of those really nice shots, but otherwise, it's just kind of.
No, I totally agree with what you're saying. I think it was well acted. Actually, I don't even want to fully say that. I think that
I think Brittany Murphy is a great actress, and I think Dakota Fanning is a great actress.
and I think Turk is a great actor. I don't know his name, but the guy who plays Turk is a
Yeah.
great actor.
in the movie, his name is Huey.
Huey,
But in
yes.
Scrubs, his name's Turk. But yeah,
Yes.
he's okay. I mean, he doesn't. He has.
He's just kind of there
He's
to
kind of-
be supporting.
Yeah, he's a TV actor. There's a difference. He doesn't.
Yeah, I mean his
seem to-
character is kind of flat because there's no real progression, but it's just a nice little kind of relief from all of the posh, like
Yeah, 'cause
uppity
he's-
stuff because
yeah.
he's just kind of funny and there and cool.
Yeah,
Um,
but no, everybody else just sucks.
Neil is bad, also terrible at
Awful.
singing. Also,
Yeah, that
awful.
song.
All of the songs in this movie are fucking terrible.
Yeah. Also, my pet peeve is the fact that they don't even play Uptown Girl in this movie.
Yeah, I thought that they would. That's the thing I'm most disappointed by.
Yeah, that
Mark
is.
it down.
I think my favorite part was when Dave Navarro showed up.
Yeah, I was about
And
to
Mark
say,
McGrath.
fucking Dave. We went crazy when we saw Dave Navarro.
What did you call him? Alex
yeah,
Navarro?
he's from a fucking game thing.
Oh.
But
No, Dave Navarro. And then fucking Mark McGrath from Sugar Ray.
and
So funny.
Sugar Gay, am I
Sugar
right?
Gay.
Can we say that?
Sure. That's from a video.
Sugar
There's a
Gay
video.
and Ink Masters.
Yeah, there's a video of Mark McGrath like shitting on this dude for calling Sugar
He's, like,
Ray
trying to
Sugar
fight
Gay.
him.
Yeah, he like is trying to fight this like 18-year-old.
Yeah.
He's like, did you call me Sugar Gay? It's so funny.
Oh, it's like really cringy.
It's so cringy. I love that video.
And Dave fucking Navarro, man.
Tattoo man.
What a weirdo.
He doesn't even tattoo, does he? He just has a lot of tattoos.
No, he just hosts it.
He's just a
Hosted it for like 10 seasons.
That's so weird. Cool. What was he in? Is he in?
Ink Masters.
No, dumbass. He's a fucking musician.
Oh,
he was in Red Hot Chili Peppers for a hot minute,
I don't remember what he was in.
and then he was in
One of the bands I don't care about.
he was in Nirvana, and then I want to say no, not the Foo Fighters. He's a drummer.
He was in, he's most known for Jane's Addiction.
Jane's Addiction. That's what it is. Jason.
He was not in. I don't think he was ever in Nirvana.
Oh, I know he was in the Red Hot Chili Peppers for a hot minute.
Yeah, he was in Red Hot Chili Peppers, Guns N' Roses,
What?
Jane's Addiction,
Jane's Addiction. That's what it was.
9 Inch Nails.
Oh.
I think the only band that he like played in was Jane's Addiction. I think
yeah.
everything else he was just a filling in role.
Yeah, he was. He's in one of the such a good music video. Aeroplane by the Red Hot Chili Peppers. When they were like in the middle of the first drummer and Chad, he was the drummer for like one album.
In Dave Navarro, he
Mm-hmm.
plays guitar.
I made that up. Did I make up? I swear to God, he was drumming.
He plays guitar.
He only plays guitar.
Guitar and vocals.
Oh shit. Okay, well,
In 1995,
when Halil died, then
he played a guitar on the Red Hot Chili
Peppers.
album One Hot Minute.
Yes. See, I knew it. An Aeroplane. I knew that.
Okay, that's
Well-
our Dave Navarro segment.
I was close. I'm just trying to show my knowledge of the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and I fucked up.
I know. Each episode will have a segment about one watched celebrity that's in the movie that we're watching.
That's fucked up.
It's actually a really good idea also.
Yeah, I mean, we pretty much do that anyway.
Speaking of watched celebrities,
Don't
who
call
was
Dave
the
Navarro
host?
a washed celebrity.
He is. He was never A-list. He was like C-list to begin with.
I'm sure a lot of people love Dave Navarro.
No, I'm not trying to discount people who love Dave Navarro. I'm just saying that
I'm trying to save the rock
he's
scene.
washed.
You're washed. You should wash. All right, after that weird intermission, what are you about to say?
Melissa had to go put Drano in her shower.
What the fuck? Don't... It didn't even work.
Who was the host of
Oh,
Weakest Link?
Meredith Vieira. We were on our way home.
Wow.
We went to Walmart.
Did you double check that?
No, but
Oh.
I'm pretty sure I'm right. We went to Walmart, then we went to Chick-fil-A, and on the way home I forgot about it, and then I started thinking about it, and I was like, is it like Courtney something? I was like, it's not Kelly Ripa, and I was like, oh, Meredith Vieira. Tell me I'm right. I'm wrong. Why am I wrong? Why you got
Anne
that-
Robinson.
No.
Wait,
No.
Weakest Link US version. Anne Robinson.
Who the fuck is that? What is Meredith Vieira? Meredith Vieira fucking who? What?
Anne
Oh.
Robinson hosted Weakest Link. She said, "You are the weakest link."
Who the fuck is Anne Robinson?
Google it. My voice is going to be amplified because I'm talking in two microphones at once.
I don't know who the fuck
While
that
Melissa
is.
looks to double check
What is
Anne
Meredith
Robinson.
Vieira?
I think most of this episode has been us talking about stuff that isn't the movie.
Okay, I'm trying to figure this out. Yeah, this episode's gonna be just about dumb shit. Meredith Vieira, she was on like the Today Show and everything, but she had to host something. I'm not crazy.
It wasn't Weakest Link.
Yeah, it was Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Oh, she must have done it after what's his name?
Yeah, she did it after Regis Philbin.
Regis.
Regis Philbin. I can see his face. I think my grandma
That's
met him.
weird
I think my
thing you
mom
just
met
said.
him. Well, no, because like I think my mom and my grandma met him,
I
and
can
there was
see
this
his face.
there was this picture downstairs in my grandma's room. My grandma lived in the basement of my house. It's not as weird as it sounds. It was like fully furnished and everything, and it was like an apartment. But there was a picture on her mirror when she wasn't dead. And And it was
Getting real personal here.
listen, I'm just trying to set up a backstory, and it was a picture of her, my mom, and Regis Philbin. And it was definitely in the 90s because my mom's hair was curly and crazy, and my grandma was still alive. So
Nice.
thank you for not listening to me and just saying
I did
nice.
listen to you.
Okay, liar. You're gonna have a fun time editing this episode.
Melissa, what did you think of the movie? What do you rate it?
What do you think about it? We just talk about it again for another hour. No, you go first. What do you rate it?
A 5.
I'm gonna rate it a 6 because it's better than Black Christmas.
I think the only thing it's better than with me giving it a
Jawbreaker.
5 is Jawbreaker.
See, I
Really think that.
I gave Black Christmas a 5. I gave Jawbreaker a 5.5, and I'm giving this movie a 6.
Yeah, this is my second lowest movie. I gave Jawbreakers a 4.
I gave that a 5.5
Yikes.
because I appreciated the.
Oh, I didn't appreciate shit in that movie.
90s.
Would you recommend this to a friend?
Yeah, why not? I think it's I think it's a nice little heartwarming movie to watch when you don't have anything else to watch.
I think I would recommend it to some friends. I wouldn't blanket recommend it though.
Are you gonna say something sexist and say I recommend it to all my like girlfriends?
No, I would recommend it to somebody who wants to sit down and watch an entertaining movie, not somebody who wants to watch
an artsy movie.
like a really good movie.
I wouldn't recommend this to Justin. That should be our new segment. Would we recommend this
We'll
movie
call
to
him every
Justin
episode.
Carpenter? Oh my god. I'm not gonna call him right
It's
now.
like
He's
2
probably at
a.m.
work.
California time.
It's Luke. That is so wrong.
Thank you everybody for
It's like probably like 1 or 2 p.m.
Where can you listen to us, Melissa?
I can't take how dumb you are. You can listen to us on iTunes podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Play, and many other places.
Yes, many other places. You can find us on social media at Facebook. Go like us there, and you can also post on our Facebook wall.
Yeah.
You should do that. Let
Do
us
some
know.
reviews or some fun stuff.
Instagram at Plot Unknown, Twitter at Plot Unknown Pod. That's
pretty much it.
We
That's
got a
where we're the
website, plot-unknown.pinecast.co. We got an email, plotunknown@gmail.com. Email us, please. Also, leave a rating and review on iTunes.
Yeah.
That helps us out more than you
does.
guys could ever imagine.
Yeah. Make sure to like us on Facebook too.
Yes,
by
that
the way.
also helps us out a lot.
We're trying to get that up.
What do we have in store for next week?
I don't know. It's not me.
Me? What letter is next week?
I don't know. STUV. Oh, it's Sam. Oh no.
Nope.
Sam's-
V.
It's Sam.
No, it's me.
Oh, it's you.
So
Sam's doing
V,
W. What
you
about-
know the name of this movie. I know that you haven't seen it because Sam says that it sucks, but I said that it's really good.
Oh,
So,
right.
V. How do I give you a little hint?
Do you know the actors?
Actually, let me look it up and I'll give them to you.
Okay.
It's a great. I just want to say it's a great movie. Okay. It's a star-studded cast. Has a 24% on Rotten Tomatoes. Don't believe that. Starring Hugh Jackman and Kate Beckinsale. And a couple other people, but those are the two most important.
Okay. Hugh Jackman is very weird, but okay.
And Kate Beckinsale.
Who the fuck is Kate Beckinsale?
I'll show you later. All right, everybody.
What is she in?
Well,
This movie.
we gotta wrap it up. Yes. This
You're
movie.
so rude. What?
Probably shouldn't document that.
Document what? What are you doing? What?
Never mind. I was
What?
making a joke.
Okay.
All right, everybody. Thank you for listening to this week's episode. Melissa, do you have any final thoughts?
I don't like you.
Okay, now that we've cut out Melissa's first final thoughts,
Can
do
we
you
cut
have
out
any?
the past 2 minutes?
Yeah. Do you have any second final thoughts? You can say no.
No.
Okay. Cool. Well, thank you for
Do
listening
you?
to episode U.
Do you?
Yeah, I want to thank my fans one more time.
Your
My
fans?
fans.
All
There's
right.
another Facebook page that
Goodbye.
has. Goodbye, everybody. I didn't get to finish my joke.